Hey guys, how are you doing? Good. We're gonna do our sexy time reading for Is This You? Which could be anyone and or everyone. So, what I'm gonna do so we kind of find out who this is, I am gonna, so interesting. So very interesting. My little bag. My little bag of props. I'm sorry. That's ironic. Here I'm doing a sexy time reading. I didn't even mean that. Maybe I did. Who knows? Who knows? Right, guys? I hope y'all are doing great. Thanks for being here. Super early. I wanted to get, readings done. So I'm working full time now. So luckily this is the one thing that I'm like naturally just could do. Is my eyes closed. Well, hopefully. You guys think so. I am not trying to toot my own horn, or am I toot? So we are gonna shuffle these. See what's going on for our sexy future. So this is going to be a read for anyone that wants to watch it. This is going to be my Is This You reading, which technically could be anyone. I guess you could classify it as all signs as well. I do my all sign videos that are super fucking long. This is more Is This You. Sometimes it taps into people that have passed. Not usually with the sexy deck, but you never know if you go to sexy for someone that's passed. Sorry, me and my guides are I think they just told me to drink more coffee. So disregard me. Right after this reading, I'm going to be coloring my hair. I found like that fun orange, and I know it will fade out. Apricot. Like you've already seen, it fades out in a couple of days. I think I'm going to do that because I don't have time to get my hair done. Because I did my nails is done, my weave is done. Now my brow weaves need to get done one by one. Okay, so Is This You? We're going to start off the bat with Aquarius. So ironic. I was just talking to my mom today. This little Aquarius is just bubbling around everywhere. Tell me more, tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Sorry. No, but a creepy... I'm not going to say that. That's not very nice. Okay, so we're going to start off the bat by saying, bad Gemini, bad. I feel like someone's punishing a Gemini. Do you know that they have a twin? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry you guys. I'm laughing, so I'm crying. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you could see, sorry. You know, I just woke up, little weirdo. Gemini's upright, though. Now I'm hearing double dip. Scorpio just popped up on... Tell me more, tell me more. I have been hearing at the salon all the time. Actually, specifically when I was dating someone, but I still hear it all the time. Grease. The song's from Grease. Look at me, I'm Sandra D. Just popped in my head. That's not the song I hear. I hear the one that I was hearing always, the one that she sang when she was standing on the porch. I'm sorry guys, this might be like really serious. Okay, tell me about the planets that the Gemini and the Scorpio are dealing with. Please, may you please? Oh, okay, cool. Jupiter, karma. So it looks like, easy peasy. Not literally. Okay, I should not have said that. Okay, bring it in. I never should assume it's easy, because I have learned it's never easy. I mean, but guess what? It makes you stronger. I should not, whatever. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do today, because Lord knows, apparently we cannot even control this hot mess. Okay, so I don't know if this Gemini Scorpio are the same person, but one thing I'm gonna say that, because we're reading for several people, and again, it's not just about us. The amazing thing is messages is I feel like most of us can understand and or have one thing impact us. And I do think that's spirit and how they know how it all works. But regardless, I feel like for one person, this gem scorp could be the same person. If it is, and you can relate, then Jupiter, you overcame a huge 7 and 14-year karmic circle, which was by Jupiter. That was just, you just got out of. If you did, you got out of a very interesting situation, and I applaud you. We all applaud you. Okay? And I had to do it silently because we have a house full of people, you know. And if you are Aquarius, Aries, and you work together in a work endeavor, something happened. Or in the past, okay, let me rephrase that. What I have is an Aquarius upright. I'll explain this, and then you guys can kind of leave your feedback. Because again, I'm in the vessel. Don't shoot the vessel. It's literally a vessel. Or try, but vessels, you can go through vessels. Sorry, that was a spiritual joke. Oh gosh. Good thing I'm in a good mood today, because it's been a lot going on in my life. You got a day, not a day off. Yes, a day off yesterday, I guess, to a sense. And I really needed it. So, as you saw, I did shit. That's why I'm like, was it? Yeah, it was a day off, because I didn't literally have to go in to do my, 11 to 8 or 11 to 7 or 10 to 7 or what the fuck ever. And I hadn't had a day off since my birthday for 3 weeks. Between my birthday and Father's Day, yeah, I was dying. And my car broke down. Second time in a month. Here I am, Sunday on the side of a highway, in a mini dress, with it floundering like Marilyn Monroe on the side of the road, while calling a tow truck. It was the cutest, most interesting experience. But somehow I got to work literally right on time, 30 minutes to do all of that. High priestess status. No, anyways, I work really fucking hard for my relationships, and I'm really, it's really fucking hard to work on your relationships and get the support I did, but it ended up, we pulled it together as my tribe, as you guys are, my tribe too. So, bringing it back, so Aquarius, is basically, okay, I don't know what to say. Neptune, for me, represents expansion in business. Here's the kicker. It's reversed, which could be two different things. I believe usually it would mean that it was in the past. That's why it's reversed. Here's the kicker. Aquarius is upright, Aries back is to Aquarius. So two people not look at each other. So from what I'm seeing, as a reader, just with what I have right now, and we'll find out furthermore, is potentially we had an Aquarius that was more interested in the business aspect than potentially the Aries, and or the Aries did not like the fact that, so there was some sort of hiccup. That's what I'll say. I'll say hiccup, okay? Anything else for my sexy reading? Is this you and or Allsign and or all of the above? What is going on all up in here? No strength. Okay, so now we know what happened in that situation. We have an Aries that didn't have strength. Why? I guess we're not doing the tarot. Anything else? We're guarding the Gemini Scorpio that just got done with this karmic cycle. I am really stoked. Whoever this Gemini Scorpio is, you are both upright. If you are a Gemini and a Scorpio in a relationship, you guys just got through a huge fucking karmic cycle. Wow, am I impressed with you. If you are Aquarius and Aries, obviously there's no one has any strength to move forward in this work endeavor. If you are a Aquarius, Aries, you have a Gemini, someone that's Gemini in their cards, and a Scorpio, and you all are dealing with each other regarding whatever the fuck that is. The reason you all are thinking and or involved with each other and or near each other and or the energy is around is because Venus is in Mercury retrograde right now. I'm so sorry. Venus is in retrograde right now. Mercury is too, but this is a Venus card. So why I ran with Mercury is beyond me right now. Okay. Mercury could be impacting our communication. Yeah, no. You've been taking over my readings. Okay. Neptune is all about, this is why I love my chart for Neptune. Money. So we want this upright. What does that mean? That means the best sign to have a Neptune is Capricorn. I'm totally kidding, but I'm not kidding. That's totally me. It's all about money. So Capricorn rules financial. So when we focus on, but we also have to remember expansion. No, I guess that's more Saturn. Okay, bringing in. Okay. So we're at a place right now. Thank you. We're at a place right now where everything that we've gone through lately and where we are right now, grounded, our little puppy feet going over the bridge, paws spread apart, like, what's happening? Everything's foreign. That's because we just got over insane shit when it comes to planet rotations, karmic cycles, transformations, rebirths, whatever you want to call it. You've gotten through your own new endeavors. Now what I'm going to say is, if these people are not coming back to you now, or what I'm going to say is, if these people have came back to you now, this is the last time they're going to. Period. That's a fact. So, in other words, whatever fucking sign you are watching, if you want something and you've dismissed it, and we're in Venus and Mercury retrograde right now, you will never see that person again. So make your choices. So if your backs are turned, or maybe Aries, your back's turned to all of them, I don't know, take it as you do your story. I'm just saying, because Aries is someone with their back turned. Whatever the case may be. Then at the end of the day, it's done. If within Venus Mercury retrograde either someone opens their mouth, it will be and or is done. If they have came to you, or if you haven't come to them, they're not going to. Don't believe me? Watch. That's what these lessons were all about. And if they are coming, but you don't like the way they're coming, they will not come back again. If they're coming back, we really need to watch ourselves on pride and ego and and the reason I say that is because when people just get over endeavors like that, granted, they don't necessarily, okay, so this is my idea. I don't believe people change. I believe people grow. We grow into our spiritual beliefs. We cannot change. No matter what choice we make, even if it's the best choice for the rest of our life, you are designed by dead matter, the science guy, you know how I work, to grow into different versions of what you were already going to grow to. So if you did the best things in the world, and you were the idealism of what your idealism of perfection is, because as we know, everyone's idea of perfection is different. That's why there's no such thing as perfection. Until you are you thinking you are perfect. Of course you fucking are, because that's your ideal. We all have different ideologies. That's what makes it, that's why I'm so like, who the fuck cares? Like, they're not gonna think of you. Like, what, do you see dead matter like, oh, hello? No. The dead matter is like, we're all the fucking same. Some of us are more like hypersensitive, you know, and what does that mean? We're a little bit more batshit crazy, my personal opinion, super cerebral, to be able to get them to understand. I mean, it's not necessarily that they can't understand, they actually can understand too much, but be able to project and or express is huge. But anyways, we're moving forward. If there was confrontation in the past, it's done. If the person, again, is not come back, they are not going to. If they have came back and you blocked them off, they're not coming back again. So hopefully you really did not want them coming. They realize what they did wrong. That doesn't mean they're going to come running back. People do not run back on Mercury retrogrades. And if they do, this is my analogy I use with all my friends. When shit hits the fan on Mercury, this is what happens. This is how you know it. It's a karmic. Do not do it. It's a whole rubber band. You take a rubber band, you put it on your finger. You pull the rubber band. As soon as Mercury hits, all of that fucking tension from the pulling hits. And there's a huge explosion. Fight, flip out, moodiness, what the fuck ever you want to caliber it as. The reality is that's what happens. Chaos gets, it could be emotions. For me, since I tend to have, specifically based on my Cancer traits, that's what happens to me. Or my Mercury takes over, where I talk a lot about the deepness. And my friends are like, I cannot handle your deepness. Because again, they're all like earth and fire. That's why I've decided I can't go out on full new moons. Because people's emotions are fucking crazy. And I'm cerebral. So I'm like living in everyone's fantasies. We're all living, well, I'm thinking everyone's living in these fantasies that I see that I'm in. They're not, you know, these are just, but anyways, here we are, bringing it in. So, there does look like we're starting off the reading with an unjust situation that is potentially between two. Judgment and justice in reverse when it comes to an Aquarius. I'm hearing in Taurus, but that was over Aries, okay? It does look like, yeah, interesting. This is, I'm not Taurus, this is going to be the Aries. It looks like judgment and justice. There's an Aries that's not going to allow justice and judgment. They did not learn through anything. That's why they're in reverse. Okay. Unfortunately, I thought they had learned and maybe walked away from something. They're not learning. They're just, we call Ghostbusters, okay? They're, they're getting catered to. They're in a really, I'm moving on, transitioning on. I know a lot of readers don't read cards on the floor, but as long as you've watched my videos and I've done them, now that I'm finally understanding how to do it. But I started this channel not even like, I didn't even care what happens to, you know, how big or not. Like, I just wanted to be able to get readings out. That was my only thing, you know. I don't have time to study the technology part, but if cards fall on the floor for me, as you can see through my past videos, that always happens. There's nothing I can do. I'll be sitting at a table and there's always cards flying. So sometimes readers don't pick it up based on how it falls is kind of how I do it. You have a fire sign that basically wants to be taken care of financially by someone. They don't want to be responsible for anything in life anymore. That could be this Aries. Aries, if this doesn't resonate with you, honey, this isn't you. This is going to be then a message for an Aquarius, a Gemini, and or a Scorpio. And or you could have been dealing with an Aries and this is why they weren't coming in. Do not take it fucking personal. It's not all about you, okay? For this specific person that was dealing with an Aries, because Aries again is the unknown reversed, From what I see, you choose not to give justice or judgment to a situation out of an false idealism of having control regarding a situation. Um, it looks as though you're going to have a new opportunity with potentially someone in your past, okay? This person could be a Taurus and or a Capricorn and or a Virgo. In other words, a earth sign. See what I mean? I believe, honestly, this person allows you to kind of do whatever you want, fire sign, and that's why you're doing it. You can cheat on them. I mean, every card you're getting is pages, which is messengers of in and out. Now you're getting knights, which is in and out at night with your dick. So maybe this person basically allow you guys. I'm feeling like a little bit. It's not polyamorous. Polyamorous shares what's going on. I'm all about polyamorous relationships to a certain extent. Yeah, I don't believe in individual relationships. I believe in together relationships. Why? Because I actually grew up around swingers, and there's so much lies. It's absolutely ridiculous. When you have detailed little individual relationships with people, when it comes to an intimate, there's a different sense of loyalty. And when people are having to run into situations over time where they can't express everything because they get stuck in a certain, it is safer not to put yourself into that situation. The thing is you know it's not a healthy relationship, and this is why I don't believe in individual relationships, because I could literally I'm truly a hippie, so I could literally show two individuals in front of each other the same amount of attention without there ever, most people cannot do that. There's always jealousy. Every individual is different, right? Or one is kind of like, well, why did you do this and this? That's where the lines get crossed. And let's be honest, over times, feelings grow, things change, and if not everyone's on the same page and if not everyone's available to see what's going on, a lot of things can be misconstrued and or blown out of the water, and or there's a lot of emotions that people don't always express, period, in life. And moving on. I do feel like there is an Aries that went back to what they know. The reason is because this person caters to them. They can get away with murder. In other words, yeah, they can fuck whatever they want, they can do whatever they want, they can this and this and this, whatever they want. Like, there's no responsibility or accountability that they have to worry about. Plus, I think it is easier for their family. Ultimately, whoever is inquiring about this person and or there is a reason that they came out, Aries, if this is you, ultimately, if you want something like a new opportunity that's going to make you happy, you ultimately need to realize that you tend to be slightly more codependent on someone. And when you are around that person, I think often, the reason we become slightly codependent on people is because when we go through traumas and or shit in life and or when shit gets really hard in life, you have to make a blind choice. One of my friends is always, he's an emperor, and he's always like, he's an Aries specifically actually, you're so fucking strong. I'm not strong. I am, but I'm not. Right? We all are, but we're not. I don't allow myself a choice because I'm all about, if I was a kid and or if I had a kid, whatever, and I saw them going through, and if or my conscience looked at what I was going through, would that be okay? Would I allow myself to do that? No, it's neglectful half the time, and it is emotionally abusive often enough how we allow ourselves to be an impact. And it's not okay, because not only are we not protecting ourselves, we're literally stripping our own dignity, breaking ourselves down slightly, and it does really fuck up and impact not only us, but the people around us. There's gonna be a shake-up. I don't know what that means, and I don't know where I got that vibe. My floor literally is vibrating. The bells are ringing. Oh my gosh, is there gonna be an earthquake? Okay, I don't even want to know. Pretend we never heard that. If there's an earthquake, you do not need to tell me that. I was right. There is not going to be an earthquake. Anyways, maybe it's going to be something that's earth shaking, like something that's dramatic that's happening. It does look like we have an air sign. Okay. Oh. That's funny. So if Aries, if you did decide you wanted to go back to a codependent relationship, there's going to be a shakeup with that person. You're going to find out they were cheating on you and they're going to leave you. It did in the past get violent, physical. Potentially what was happening is, potentially what's happening is whoever this earth sign is could not get over the fact over whoever this water sign is, this Scorpio is. And they kept flipping out and or blaming everything in the past regarding this person. Then it became abusive for whatever reason, and someone's wanting a new opportunity. But then there's a tower. It does look like, who's worried about this person luring you in? Who's worried? In the past, you did a lot of shitty things, fire sign. I mean, not shit, you know, I'm not fucking judging you. Who the fuck am I to judge? Lord knows I'm fucking ruthless, apparently. I'm just totally kidding, I am. But when I say wretched, like, we all could say that we've done wretched things. Not one of us on here could say that we have not done something, you know. And so it was one of those things where it's like, that definitely was not the best idea. Tell me about this new opportunity. You could have someone coming in just regarding some sort of new opportunity, and or something could be, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Something could be, I'm not taking all this. Something could be, one. It distracted me. Anyways, moving on. That's weird. Okay, so fire sign, you're stalking, oh my gosh, a water sign, but you refuse to talk with them. And what does stalking mean? I don't really know. Okay, to me, stalking, okay, for instance, to me, stalking means you try to follow someone. Okay, first of all, I guess it'd be online stalking. We should be very, on 3 different websites, and or if the person on a YouTube, obviously you'd be watching every single video. I tend to block myself from things, so I can't do that as well as right now. I don't think anyone should be on technology. Like when it comes to Facebook and shit, I've deactivated mine because of all the fucking bullshit going on in the world. But I still have Instagram, so I can still keep up with people. It's so funny though, everyone's like, did you block me? What? No, I just deactivated it. I will say you have a lot of explaining to do. Someone's not taking the moral high road. Period. So tell me about the Aquarius. Yeah, someone's not coming forward and expressing what's actually going on to whoever the Scorpio is. So there's a Scorpio that basically had to call Ghostbusters, and or a water sign that had to call Ghostbusters. Tell me more about it. Tell me more about the Scorpio in this. Yeah, it seems as though whoever the Scorpio is wanted to be rescued like they usually do. But whoever the person is, Aries, you tend to be stuck with this. So instead of being this, Emperor, this is what you're doing. It's like you're imprisoning someone or something. Okay. Tell me more. Why are they doing this, Divine? Why are they doing this, Divine? Thank you. 2 cards. I got 2. Why are you doing this? Because you feel bad that in the past you didn't come in as a king to this water sign. You didn't do this. You disappointed yourself and you disappointed them. And so this is what you did. You decided to come into this person, and now you're kind of reaping what you sow. You're creating your own karmic bonds, I guess you could say. No, just kidding. You're creating your own codependency. You're choosing to feel guilty because you don't want to put forth the effort that it would take to make the difference and or the change. Ultimately, that's what we all choose in our life, whether we like to admit it to ourselves and or not. Don't worry, I'll be the first one to admit it. That's what we do, because that is what we all do. Not one of us is different. Some of us are more grown people. That's what I'm going to say. And we stand up for other people, and we do not allow bullying, period. I do not. I will shut it down. Watch me. Checkmate. That's what I say. When I'm about to pounce. Checkmate. And then when I'm off, you're like... And I'm like, well, I tried saying, like, leave me alone, leave me alone. You're not going to listen? Let me just remind you of all the... Let me just remind you of how fucking intelligent I am. So it looks like since... Whoa, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why? I do feel like in the past, whoever this water sign is, they walked away from you, fire sign, and or earth sign, and or however the situation goes. I feel like this is a fire sign that was with an earth sign. Yeah, they walked away from you in the past because they felt as though you could have been fancying other people. They could have been fancying someone else, and or whose choice was it? You guys were mirroring each other, and you didn't like that, Aries. You didn't like how much attention the person got. So you guys started competing with each other. Not competing. It's kind of like you both are hot, and you both get checked out, and then one of you gets your feelings hurt, so you're kind of like... I get that. That's what I lived my high school life doing, unfortunately. And I'm reaping all that fucking karma today. It's kind of one of those things where you're in a relationship with someone and you're both hot. Because remember, we're all hot. So we walk around like our little cock... What was this? Oh my gosh, amazing comedy I seen where she's like, peacocks. So we're walking around with our feathers. And the women, they're scanning the room like, beep, 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 beep. Husband material, beep, beep. So then a man walks in and then the feathers go up and they're all walking around trying to act like they're all dying of bag of Cheetos. It was the funniest thing. I was like, I would be like, I'm more of the guy. So I was thinking about that last night. Like, I was like, okay, so what if one of these three people came back to you? And I'm like, I wouldn't be with him because of that, him because of that, him because of that. And then I was like, well, why do you, like, miss them? And I'm like, I like them. I'm like, but you wouldn't be with them. And so it made me realize, like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not as ready to move forward in a relationship as I thought. And granted, I might not be the one that created this issue and or these issues, but maybe sometimes we need to evaluate, are we kind of doing this in a sense to ourselves where we're thinking about this person repetitively, realizing that we can't go back and forth anyways, or what's actually going on? Because I feel as though personally, looking at this, there's a fire sign trying to punish you because they feel like you punish them. Okay. Okay, so Tell me more about this Scorpio and this Aries. Tell me more about this Scorpio. Tell me more about this Scorpio and this Aries. Tell me more about this Scorpio and this Aries. Tell me. Okay. Aries feels like Scorpio did not listen. They could, Aries, that's actually not the case. It's the fact that Scorpio is really deep, and you were talking more with your dick, and they couldn't hear it because Scorpios tend to relate things to actual depth. Like, they actually care and can feel what your soul feels. So you can blab all you want, just so every sign knows when dealing with Scorpio. You can say whatever shit you want to say. Scorpio always watches what you actually do, not what comes out of your mouth. They'll listen to what comes out of your mouth, but are you going to do the same? Scorpio is the same thing. If your idealism is perfection and you're around another person that has a sun or a moon in Scorpio, I personally think Scorpio moons are stronger in this trait, and or Scorpio risings, because if you're a Scorpio sun, that doesn't mean shit. That'd be like me being a Gemini. It's like, okay, so I seem airy. Well, we know I'm a Gemini because my Mercury is Gemini. So when it comes to communication, there's all Gemini, whether you see it or not. It's there. Just like Scorpio. Just like... Anyways. So if you're a Scorpio sun, it's more... like, let's just say you're a Scorpio sun. A Taurus moon. A Leo moon. A Libra... Like, any other thing. I don't care. And then you have... Like... your moon was something other than water, let's just say. And then let's just say your Venus is other than water, your rising is other than water. You're not going to really look or think a lot like a Scorpio. Realistically, that's definitely what I've encountered when it comes to people. Relationship-wise, you might be a little bit more obsessive-compulsive, to the extent that when you love deep. That's part of being a Scorpio. And again, we need balance in all aspects of our lives, right? So water, it seems as though potentially this person, A, thought you were too deep and you did not hear and or listen to them. Or you felt as though this person wasn't deep enough. So, and you didn't mind deep. You love swimming in deep, you know? And they're just sitting there angry and pissed off all the time because they choose not to. And all they wanted to do is kind of like hide you away from the world and not talk. Like, look at that. That's all about control. This Aries is a very... Aries, my love, if this is you, you try to basically control them without actually giving them any sort of thing that they deserve. This is at least how Scorpio is seeing it. Yeah. Scorpio, oh my gosh, only water is coming out right now. That's fucking insane. They see you as someone that basically loves the fact that they get all this attention. But all you want to do is take them and trap them away from people. As opposed to all these other hoes and bros. You don't mind with those people and or girls get attention. Instead, you wanted to hoarder this one person to yourself, but then parade around with others. That's the way they see it. And they also see you as someone that stalks, but you don't ever move forward. It was a little creepy to them. Okay? Okay. Now, Aries, they saw you, and the reason they loved you is they saw you as a temperance. So someone that is, just Google a temperance. I'm not going to say anymore because I think it's important that you guys start researching what I'm actually saying. And I'm not going to tell you because it's important that we are hands-on. But if you have a question after you just Google that shit, then leave a message. Okay, moving on. No. No. Okay. What the fuck? Can I even say anything? Yeah, a Scorpio is trying to have strength and move on to bigger and brighter things ahead of them. They're waiting for the ashes to continue falling, and then they're just going to rise up like a phoenix. So like I said, if anyone's dealing with someone that has Scorpio in their moon, rising, Venus and North Node is what I'm hearing, or sign, you love this person, but you also, you know your strengths. That's you. That you know that's what you were put here to do in life. You know, to, I don't want to say, yeah, worship something bigger and strong and just create love and help and, you know, and all this person wanted to do is not even recognize who you were because they just wanted to hide you away from the world. Like you were like my precious, like Lord of the Rings style. We've done this before. And you kind of had to walk away. But the way Scorpio is going to do it, which is the way Scorpios that are in high vibes do it, is they come in, they have their, I'm going to say clearing, but it's more like closure. And then they rise up like the phoenix that they are. And they move on and transition. After all the dust settles. So they say their peace of mind, then they wait, and then they leave. You won't see them. And or it's done. New transition. Yep. You will eventually turn into this. Someone looking for that person. Or maybe you won't. But they won't. That's not the way rebirths work. Again, Scorpio is the one sign that will burn themselves and literally burn everything that they ever wanted down and rebuild it back up. As opposed to, then we have Geminis. Every sign's a little different. Then we got Geminis that just don't need to burn anything down because they can just walk away from anything and be kind of totally by themselves. Then you get Aries who they run empires. So they like being around people. They have to have that. Then you get Aquarius who likes being alone, but they need to be, I want to say idolized, but that's probably not the most appropriate word. I would probably say they need to be displayed. Moving on. Please explain this earth sign and what this earth signs go with. Who's hiding from this earth sign? Who's hiding from this earth sign? Who's hiding? So we have a fire sign that's hiding from an earth sign because they're overindulging and sleeping with other people. Again, this is that codependency thing. So there could be a situation where we have an earth sign basically that is sleeping with different people. That went back to a relationship. The fire sign sleeping with different people. The earth sign thinks they're manifesting a new relationship. They don't know the fire sign went back to them to continue to move forward. To basically continue to be able to be in open relationships with people, as well as they're very comfortable. I heard complacent. Yep, devil. You're trying to manifest someone that is thriving in the devil. Yep. Ooh, 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 dumbfounded. That's a night of water. An earth sign could be finding out that a fire sign, an earth sign who is trying to manifest something, could be finding out that the fire sign, was in a third party with someone else. And they were sharing their cups. They were drinking and partying with this person. Explain, explain, explain. There were secrets in the past regarding the situation. And since this person chose not to say anything, it's being said. This has to do with the Aquarius. They're having to have the strength. I believe this water sign knew of this Aquarius, but this earth sign is now finding out about it. So let's just say there was a fire sign that was connected to someone. They got a relationship, went back to what they know, okay? Then they were so they left them, and a water sign was gone, okay? They went back to what they know. They then went back to the air, to the earth. Earth then was trying to manifest with this fire, not knowing, and or this is a polyamorous relationship. And this aqua and or air sign ooh, well, the devil came out with aqua, so I don't know what else. There's no more that needs to be said. Devil dick. They partied a lot. They ended up doing a lot. I think there's an earth sign. She's now reversed. So I think she started realizing that two people look like they were a little bit closer than close itself. Now explain that, because how is that upright with all this shenanigan shit going on? Because there's not one person when it comes to that person that's doing Okay. So, yeah, again, there was a person that was an Aries. I mean, an Emperor. Aries, you were an Emperor when you were with this water sign. So, at the end of the day, this is not your... Okay. Good for you. So, we have an Aqua, basically, that is going to have a tower situation between a fire sign, an earth sign, and Aqua. Something's going to get found out about. Maybe someone's going to get Prego. I could see an Aqua getting Prego. There goes your social life and your job. Imagine if your job was all about looks and then you get pregnant at the age of 25. That would be fucking hilarious. And or not. But that's why I'm always on here saying don't make it all about your looks. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Gemini. So last card, Gemini. What did you want me to tell me about this Gemini? How is the Gemini involved in this situation that's right in front of us today? For the is this you and or Allsign and or sporadic read? See, there's so many fucking things that we could call all of these. Gemini. You know that there were secrets in the past. You're having the strength to be able to move past those secrets because you know this fire and earth sign. Yeah. The fire sign does like eating you out. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but I am. I think I mean, let's be honest, they probably like eating everyone out. You're not interested in someone that wants to hide away from the world. Or you got a water sign that's not interested in you, Gemini, who likes to hide. It's like you like to say things and hide. Say things or hide. Yeah, when you choose not to be honest about what's really going on over and over and over and over, when it's very evident. And then this is Gemini. I'm just sitting there dreaming and growing and being strong and rebirthing, and like, this is the fire sign. I'm just kicking it with the devil. And then this is the earth sign. I'm just self-tortured by this person that's trying to lure in and sow their secrets and Isn't it like kind of like amusing how like sad it is how we can easily have our minds so manipulated? We're like little ants. Okay, so it looks like a water sign is just like, fine. If you don't want to see that like this is who I am, then fuck it. I'm peace. I'm out of here. Tens are endings. Like, so of course it's kind of like, peace, I'm out of here. Have fun trying to come back when I leave, because it's kind of like that thing, like, because that's what people do, so Lord knows it's gonna happen, and or not, again, you know, because we have our retrogrades going, so if it hasn't, it won't. Yeah, but it's kind of like, yeah, Gemini's like, so I'm fucking adorable, and I don't need to stick my leg out and or attract anyone and everyone. I can just do my own thing and run around with the butterflies. That's awesome. I love Geminis, yep. And the person's reaching, and it's kind of like, whatever. I'm going to the forest. I'm gone. That's what I'm doing on the 4th of July, making my friend go away, and we're going to go camp. We don't know how to do a fire, but we're going to figure it out together. I just know. I'm like, we need to go just sit on a river. So we're going to literally go sit on a river. We'll see how this goes. We might just rent a place. I might just rent this place. But I'm so excited. So we have an earth sign trying to call in a fire sign in the past. A water sign somehow was involved. But they were not being told the truth. They were being left out. That there was someone trying to stir shit up and punish them based on their own shit. And or vice versa. So it looks like a situation where, long story short, someone was sick of feeling hostaged or held hostage, and they're releasing themselves and setting themselves free. And the other person is just going to sit in a less fully gross, you know. I mean, 2 girls, 1 guy, like, I don't know. I guess I like dicks. And not plastic ones. Okay, who's coming in? You potentially have an earth sign that's hiding, Gem. Which doesn't matter, my love. Your cards are beautiful, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they want to eat you out. Go away. Who doesn't? Go on. This is you. Yeah, you're very deep, my love. If I have small nipples, or not small, just not big. Not those. Yeah, this person knows how hot they are. They're not going to deal with a fire sign that's not as hot, is what I'm hearing. You could be like not someone that takes really good care of themselves when it comes to the grooming department. Yeah. Gemini, you are a man-eater. Damn. I got what I want. Yeah, you don't wait for anyone. You literally can just think of it and you create it. Yeah, you're not going to go back to the past. I think you're realizing you might want someone with a little bit more depth than the person you were with. And you don't want someone that could be summoned in by someone that's weak. So I feel like, Gemini, if you, for your future relationship, you're not going to be with someone that can be called in by someone else. This person is going to be very loyal to you. They're definitely going to know. I'm not doing all those, so you can get as mad as you want, you guys, but it is what it is. Someone that obviously struck a nerve with someone. Nope. We're going to close the reading out because I don't need this nasty energy anymore. Because it's about to get sassy. Someone didn't like hearing that. Sorry about that, but that's not my problem, boo. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for being here.